Hello there again. I'm Danny Sachs. Tonight's story came right out of the pages of the Johnny Kid Road Adventure series. It's a short one, but a real cliffhanger. I hope you enjoy it. That night I pulled my 34 alongside the guardrail. As I swung open the door, I had to hold on to the post tighter than usual. Suicide doors catch the wind easy, and if you're not careful, they can pose a deadly health risk, giving them their infamous nickname. So I used a leather strap with a small S-hook on each end to keep the door from completely flying open. But that night the strap fell off under the car when I got out. I walked around the back and took a trash bag that I'd filled earlier with every photo, magazine, and piece of clothing she gave me through the years out of the trunk. The highway was dark as I climbed over the railing, lugging the sack across my shoulder like Santa Claus. The only light I had was coming from an occasional car and the moon, which was bright enough to set off the sea below in a colorless glow like in some old Tom Petty video. Then I tossed the bag into the sky, hoping it would clear the rocks and make it to the ocean, but I never heard the splash. I was too high and too high up. To this day, I don't know if it ever hit the water. For all I know, that bag might still be perched somewhere on the face of that cliff. At that moment, I lost my footing. Luckily, I was with a friend who pulled me back, but the shale below our feet gave way and we both slid down a few feet more. Turns out, if it wasn't for the door strap that had been caught on my cuff and shoelace, which hooked the branches we slid down, we would have both gone over for sure. I yelled at Vanessa while we straddled that rocky edge. "Give me your hand," I said. She shouted back, calling my name, "Johnny," and then said that I was a romance. Now I knew what that meant. Maybe deep down I just wanted to hear it from her anyway. So I asked, "I was your what?" Between the waves as they drew back from the rocks below, I heard her clearly say, "I loved you." And then she repeated that I was a romance. "That's such a great way to put it, huh?" she said. I said, "I know," and then pleaded with her to give me your other hand so I could pull her back up. She asked me, "You know?" "Yeah," I told her. "I've always known. You were mine too," I said. I saw that look in her eyes before. I heard the L word before too, but never under dire circumstances like this. This time she meant it. Then she asked me, "What do we do now?" I told her, "I don't know, but if we move an inch in either direction, we'll go over like that bag. Just give me your other hand," I said. Vanessa's arm was extended as I held on to it while her feet dangled dangerously over the edge. With her free hand, she reached for her ring finger and said, "Johnny, I don't want this anymore." I told her now's not a good time to do this. At that moment, I heard the delicate ping of her ring bounce twice before it silently went over the cliff. I begged her again, "Vanessa, please don't let go. Please give me your other hand." We both crawled back up to the guardrail. The car was still running, and in the beam of my headlights and under a quickly passing shower, I decided then that it was time to forget. It was time to forget forever. "We good now?" she asked. I held her close. She was trembling like a frightened chihuahua. I don't know if it was because she came so close to going over the edge or she was just afraid to hear my answer. "It's over," I said. "I'm in the mood for some hot chocolate. What about you?" The end.